Told that was worth $1,000 brand new. I have no idea.
It is expensive.
Hey everyone, it's Dustin here, the Pro Picker, here with another thrift store and yard sale video for you guys. I have a pretty different find from what I normally buy, closer to the end of this video, out at the yard sales. However, first we're going to go through some of my thrift store finds. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. I release reselling content 4 times a week. And with that being said, I'm starting out at my closest Goodwill. This is the one that's actually right next to my post office, so it is one of the stores I frequent the most. I can kind of tell if the media has been touched or not because I'm here so often. The one thing I noticed was there's a Connectimals in a GameStop case. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a different game inside. And for some reason, I had the hardest time getting that back in there. Now, I noticed these Ion Piano Apprentice and like Guitar Apprentice, I guess, teaching aids. And I'm familiar with like the Ion brand when it comes to like their turntables and stuff. And they have some of those that hook up to your computer and whatnot. So I did comp these, so I used my phone because I've never seen these before. And they did not comp high at all. So they wanted, I don't even remember what the other one was already, but it's like $7 and $12. And they were only going for like 25-ish shipped a piece. So there's just really no room. This is the item in the last video. I asked you guys what was the item on the screen that I picked up the next day. This is the Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas, Funko Pop. And I should get about $12 to $15 shipped for them. It'll go first class, and it's only $1.99, so it's not like a home run or anything. But you know, I'll take it. And I've noticed that cheap loose Funkos go really fast for me, so I know, you know, I'll turn a few buck profit on it. This right here is a Pioneer DVR DVD recorder, and without remote, these things go for about $100 shipped. So I'm gonna have $15 into it, and with shipping, I'm gonna guess we'll get around the $15 mark for it. $30, say 15 fees, 45. I think I'll easily make 45, $55 out of this pre-tax. So a pretty good pre-tax profit there on my $15 plus tax investment, plus sales tax. And here's your Live, Laugh, Love candle warmer. I like to check candle warmers that are in the store for them being either Scentsy or Yankee Candle. There is an item you'll see that you'll be like, why didn't you buy that? There's the juicer that's on the top left-hand corner there is actually in pretty poor condition. So I didn't want to mess with it. It seemed almost as though it was like rusty. Rusting. Oh man. And I've been out at yard sales all day as I'm recording this, so please bear with my narration. Just trying to keep up with everything is insane. I do continue to look at the toy area. They have put a lot of merchandise out over the last few days, so I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. And then I go ahead and teleport to the other side of the store here, and I'm looking around, not seeing too much, except something at the end does pique my interest, so I do want to take a closer look here. And speaking of buying heavy items, which is going to be a theme in this video, as you'll see later, this is a juicer, Champion World's Finest, and they're going for about $200 shipped. They have 50 on it, and it's actually pretty fair. With that, I mean, 50, if I've got 50-ish in expenses, I mean, you know, I'm at least going to make probably like $60, $70 on this, maybe more. I do grab the Maggie Simpson here for $1.99. It's in good condition. I don't know if I'm going to sell it or just put it on the shelf I'm eventually going to put behind me for when I film video. So you guys have something cool to look at. Always thinking about you guys, right? And yeah, just kind of taking a look through the plush again because I scored last time while looking through here. I find that sometimes when there's smoke, there's fire. If they put out a round of plush, they might put out another round of plush quickly afterwards. Just because they processed some of it doesn't mean they got through all of it that day. I did test the juicer. It does work. I just find these things kind of neat. I don't know if somebody actually handmade this with the strain or it was machine made. If it was handmade, they certainly have a talent I do not, because I would immediately get frustrated trying to make that. And just kind of a quick recap on everything I picked up at the first store. So of course we got the Funko Pop there. And then Maggie Simpson, which I just kind of chucked. And the DVD recorder here. DVD recorder definitely was probably the more exciting buy for me of them all. The juicer we do have listed already. However, I don't know when it'll sell. I was kind of on the fence initially, but I mean the margins and the math works and the sold comps are there to back up that it should probably sell, so not too much risk in it. And so we go ahead and head over to the other Goodwill that you see on here quite a lot. And I think if you're a regular to the channel, you know pretty much where I'm headed. There's going to be new stock carts out, and this is the inventory that was just processed, put out on the floor, and it hasn't been put out on the shelves yet. I see this George Foreman here. I figured it might be new in box because sometimes that stuff does get donated. Unfortunately, it was used. There's two of the same game here, and one of them's missing the disc. I should get about probably the $12 mark I need to be at with media, because everything's $2.99 unless otherwise marked here. So I've just kind of made a hard and fast roll. It needs to be basically at that $12 mark shipped or better. And I got this copy of Wipeout Fusion. The comp ends up on the screen later. However, yeah, I do pick it up. It might be slightly beneath that $12. I think it's probably right at it. And then, of course, checking out any additional media they put out there. Now, what I'm grabbing here, these are Stampin' Ups. These are not the like photopolymer type that come in almost like the DVD case. These are actually the mounted woodblock ones. And at $2.99, I actually have to be really selective on these because some of these are valuable, some of them are not. And they had a ton of them, several carts full actually. And some of the stamps, only a couple I should say, of the stamps had any like damage, and you kind of have to look out for that too because nobody wants a stamp that's not going to stamp right. I mean, obviously. So what I kind of did was I grabbed them all, I piled them into my cart, and you really, you can buy blindly in this, but you're going to cost yourself a lot of money. Think of these like DVDs. Some of them are worth money, some of them aren't. And it's exactly the same thing with Stampin' Up. So what I do is I get them all in the cart, and I comped every single one of them. Not really the technique I typically like to do, but in certain circumstances, it's the way to go. And I narrowed it down to 5 packs that made financial sense. I think all of them are 15 and above. There's only like one heavy hitter. So I've noticed with the woodblock ones, I'm less likely to see ones that are super valuable like I do with the photopolymer. I don't know. Let me know if that's your experience, guys, when it comes to Stampin' Up. And if you want, I have an older video. It's about 3-4 months ago now. It's I bought it all at the thrift store where I bought like 2.5 carts full of Stampin' Up product. That was actually one of my better purchases. And these Under Armour shoes, I saw them on the bottom shelf, so I was like, awesome. But unfortunately, super worn out on the bottom. So these Nikes here in this specific colorway, there's only 2 active listings, and they're really like expensive listings. But like there's a sold comp at like $31.50, right? Well, they're trying to claim they're worth like $130 and up. I looked through a listing to see if it looked like a legit pair, and I really think they may be. I don't know. I think they're worth probably between 30 and 35 and $50. That's my guess. So another new stock cart came out, and grabbed that Urban Decay. It's like a makeup finisher kind of deal, spray or something, and grab that Barbie there. So I'm picking up these Bath and Body Works, and they're like little hand sanitizers. I didn't know what they were, so I wanted to get them in the cart and comp them out. And I comped them out real quick, finding out they were just like scented. I almost said flavored. Don't drink hand sanitizer. That Himalayan scrub I do get, but yeah, I end up putting back all the Bath and Body Works little mini hand sanitizers. The Bare Minerals I get, and this other piece of makeup, and both of them comp pretty decent. I do steer away nowadays from just constant, like you should use your phone, by the way. It doesn't make you any less of a reseller, but I do steer away from like constantly staring at it. I don't want to use it on things that are sure bets, or I don't want to comp things that I know I'm not going to buy, just because time is money in this game. So I want to make sure I'm hitting as many stores and as many yard sales, pawn shops, whatever, as possible every day. I have more time available to list, etc. So I do pick up this Sloth, and it's only $5. So, I mean, I'll make some money on it. Should sell it for $30 to $35. This stoneware tray is probably about $20, but it should go out first class as it's under £1. I don't end up getting that Vaseline lip balm, but I do like checking those because sometimes you'll be surprised and find out that it's discontinued, and people will pay some astronomical sum for something that you would never think somebody would pay that much for. And I did check out the golf clubs this time. I noticed some last video, a couple comments about check out the golf clubs. In that video, the store was really packed at the time, and I was just trying to figure out and narrow down my purchases and get out. So I probably did miss a couple as they did restock. However, I had checked them earlier in the day when I went the first time. I thought the spinny thing was cool, and I probably played with it too long. And here's a quick recap of everything I did pick up. I guess I grabbed some sort of DVD as well. Those kind of all blur together unless it's a really good one. And again, the Urban Decay was pretty good. The little 2 makeup pieces aren't bad. What's always nice about that is they don't take up much space to store, and they're easy ships, easy lists. It's just all very simple. And the Himalayan, I think it was like some kind of like sea salt scrub or something like that. And then also picked up these Stamping Ups here. And yeah, again, I bought a massive lot of it recently. And with that, we're going to go ahead and get into the yard sale footage.
I'm sorry, Joni. I'm like, it's coming.
Exactly.
Oh, the whole thing of fishing gear, every single thing you see there, $5 together. Everything.
Yeah, PJ.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
So, I don't know if you've heard.
Do you have a new baby coming? Yes!
Oh, that's so exciting. Another one.
Congratulations.
I'm excited.
So the other one's what, 10 months old?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, they'll be so close. How wonderful.
Oh, he is so wiry though. Oh, a little blonde coming out through here. with her husband. The blonde is my oldest daughter.
Okay.
She lives in Maine, so they came in for a week.
I was
love
told that was worth
Maine.
$1,000
It's
brand new.
beautiful, but
I
it's
have no
expensive.
idea.
It is expensive.
You don't know if it
and it's
works or
cold in
not?
the winter.
Beg your pardon?
You don't know if it works or not?
I'm trying
It
to
worked
think of
when
the
it was
name of the
taken
place
out.
we
I
stayed.
don't
We have an
guarantee now
RV,
that it
and we went
works.
up and
What are you looking to
stayed
get out
at
of
this
it?
family's home where they just have like, 5 RV spots. We love
Do you
it.
think
We
50
ate so
sounds
much
fair?
lobster.
Yes, you wouldn't be
Supposed to be
able
worth
now,
1,000, I don't know.
$2 a pound
Oh
now.
my God.
Let's say
Yeah,
40.
that's the highest I've ever heard, and I'm a fisherman's daughter, and that is the highest I've ever heard.
I'm a gambler.
All right. All right.
We'll
All
do
right,
40.
good. All that phone wire is part of the remote control for
Is
it.
there a remote with it?
Uh,
Oh, I see it.
yeah.
Where it goes into the
To be
wall.
honest, I think the
I
remote,
saw you walking the other day.
the
and I
cover
thought,
on it looked like it had the cover was loose or something.
Okay.
But we,
There you go. There's 40 bucks, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I hope it works for you.
We'll see. I mean,
All right.
I don't
Um,
know.
you might let your minister, whoever.
It's awesome to find one, though.
That tray goes with it.
Okay.
You want help with that?
Oh, I think I got it.
I'll carry the wires for you.
Okay, I appreciate that.
That are helping with feeding the needy. So, if they are interested.
I'm sorry, what's that?
I said, are we gonna be on YouTube?
Yeah, are you okay with it?
Yeah, I didn't say anything stupid.
Oh, don't worry, that's my job on the channel. Well, thank you very much. You have a good one.
Okay, so real quick ramble, I guess, about the steam generator. So neither of those comps I popped up on the screen are the exact model. I couldn't find that on eBay. And I think eBay is kind of a bad example for where I'm probably going to end up selling this. And I think to start off, the first question should be, should I bought this in the first place? So he's right that these things can go for quite a bit of money when they're brand new. When I purchased it from him, it had water in it still. So, who knows if the thing still works. I mean, I'm sure it can part out well. So I don't know if I'm going to sell this on eBay. I don't know if I'm going to sell this through Facebook Marketplace or something like that, or some kind of local Facebook group, whatever. I haven't really decided yet. It definitely, it's a heavy unit, but I'm not afraid of shipping heavy things if I'm getting enough money for it. And only $40 to play isn't too crazy. It's a steam generator. It's not something I'm specifically familiar with or could even fathom having a way to test it. One of the comps is like brand new. Of course, that's going to be way different than what I have. And then the other comp that I popped up on the screen for $4.99 plus shipping is actually an open box unit that was just untested, and that's how he marketed it, was as 4 parts only, which I probably wouldn't have. I mean, if it's an open box, I don't know. Actually, in his circumstance, he may be right on that, because I think even in the listing, he said it came from like a Lowe's return or a Home Depot return or something like that. So, yeah, not really something that's typically in my wheelhouse. Of course, I'm familiar with the brand cooler because, do the real estate as a side hustle and everything. However, don't know if this was really a great buy or not. We're going to find out together. I'll keep you guys updated, either, in a quick blurb on a video or on my Instagram, which is at ProPicker and I'll let you know what I do with this thing. Definitely could be a high value find. Who knows? Maybe I do flip this thing for 500 plus. We will see. Who knows? Might just get $100 out of it and get it out of my house. That's another thing. I have a process that I typically go through with everything, and most items that I buy fit perfectly in that process. Very simple sales cycle is, of course, purchase, process. That means clean it up or whatever needs done to it, or test it or whatever. List it, store it, ship it, repeat. And I mean, I know that sounds very simple, but you kind of have to know how you get to each step of that process. And for most items I purchase, it's typically a no-brainer on how I do that. With this, it's kind of a toss-up on the direction I want to go in. So, to make sure I don't ramble too long here, I do want to thank you guys for watching. I have a ton more yard sale content coming up, as I was out all day today, actually, as I'm filming this, to hitting up a small community yard sale, which actually had quite a few sales and quite a lot of things to buy. So I'll have a lot to share with you this weekend. So please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, turning on the bell notification so you can stay up to date for when I pump out those videos 4 times a week, and comment down below something. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks again. Bye.